Welcome to another I2R Tech Lighting Solutions tutorial video. The Moving Head Controller 2.0 is highly customizable and versatile. It can control not only moving heads, but any DMX compatible device really. The customization on the controller is obviously handled by the user, and it is a two-part full task. First, library creation. A library is like a custom mapping of all the device's DMX channels to the controller's sliders and joystick. Second, light parameter settings. This is where you tell the controller what devices you'll be controlling, along with some physical information about the device's orientation and relative location as needed. In this video, we explain how to edit or create your own customized libraries on the Moving Head Controller 2.0. These libraries will be customized for your specific lights or DMX devices. The library's customization is total. That is, you can assign any of the DMX channels or features to any of the controller sliders. For example, if your light has a color function, you can assign it to slider 1, to slider 2, or to any of the 12 customizable sliders. The same goes for all the other features, things like gobos, prism, zoom, focus, frost, effects, etc. Let us use the Chauvet Moving Head Intimidator Spot 475Z as an example for this tutorial. But before going to the GUI, we need to make sure that the light itself is properly set up for the library creation. We can see in the user's manual that this light can be set up to work in 10 DMX channels mode or in 16 DMX channels mode. We'll set it up in 16 DMX channels mode to have better control of the various features. Also, we will allow for full pan until ranges of 540 degrees and 270 degrees respectively. Please note that these settings are performed at the light and not the controller. Now, going to the GUI, we navigate to the tab Edit, Library Management. So the Library Management window pops up. In this window, you have a couple of dozen libraries to play with. Some are pre-populated and some are not. You can edit any of the existing libraries, or you can create your own from scratch using one of the empty placeholders. You can see the preloaded parameters on the already existing libraries by selecting the library name. This is good to have as a reference or to create a library from an existing one. Let us select the empty library 19 for our example. We need to name the library with a meaningful name that we will remember and understand in the future. The name must have at least one character, but no more than 10 characters. I will name it int spot 475. We previously set up the light to work on 16 DMX channels mode. So, on the primary DMX channel settings, we type 16 in the number of channels field. Let's go through all the parameters one at a time while looking at the DMX table. We type channel 1 for pan channel, 2 for pan fine channel, 3 for tilt channel, and 4 for tilt fine channel. The next one is the channel for the dimmer function. Looking at the DMX table, we see that the dimmer channel is 13. The next parameter is the shutter channel. Some lights don't have a shutter separated from the dimmer channel, so no shutter information is needed. But some other lights, such as this one, have a dedicated shutter channel. So in this case, we need to checkmark the shutter channel different than dimmer channel checkbox. And we fill in the 3 new fields. We type the number 14 for the shutter channel field, the number 0 for the shutter close value field, and the number 255 for the shutter open value field. When reading the table, note that on is equivalent to open and off is equivalent to closed. For the maximum ranges fields, we type the number 270 for the max tilt range field and 540 for the max pan range field to match the settings we performed earlier at the light. Lastly, now we customize the 12 sliders to our liking. I will show you one possible way to do this, but feel free to rearrange as preferred. Note that the slider name field takes between 1 and 7 characters. We will map the first slider to the color wheel. We type the name for it, color, then the channel number according to the datasheet, which is the number 6. For the second slider, we do the rotating gobo wheel as gobo, DMX channel 7. For the third one, the gobo rotation as rotate, DMX channel 8. For the fourth one, the static gobo wheel as fixed gobo, channel 9. For the fifth one, the prism as prism, channel 10. For the sixth one, the focus as focus, channel 11. And for the seventh one, the zoom as zoom, channel 12. These are really all the commonly used features, but we have 5 more assignable sliders. If we look at the datasheet, there are 3 more functions that, although may or may not be useful, we could still map out. I'll choose to assign these 3 features to the last 3 sliders, thus leaving a gap of 2 unassigned sliders just as a separation. I will assign for the 10th slider the pan tilt speed function as speed, DMX channel 5. For the 11th one, the control function as control, channel 15. And for the 12th slider, the macro function as macros, channel 16. Now we save it by clicking on Save, then OK. That's it. The new library for the Chauvet Moving Head Intimidator Spot 475Z has been created and is ready to be assigned to any of the available light groups. Thank you for watching this tutorial, and don't forget to watch the entire series to get a good grasp of all the potential and different possibilities for the Moving Head Controller 2.0.